With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. In motion, the tight end. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him, unable to get it further downfield. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Looking to put a drive together. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Past the 20 for a short gain, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now it's Jackson. Pass out left finds Kohler. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jackson now. Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking deep here for Chase. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now here's Mahomes. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free when it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll get it down to the point of the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. In motion, Hill. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mahomes now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now Mahomes. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Lions first down. First and goal, Detroit.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Hill going to go in motion right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Oh, look at the juke. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level. And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 44-yard line.
2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man right side is St. Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 44-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
Here's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
9-7.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
And the Lions first down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
touchdown.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Puka Nacua from 8 yards out. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2
yards on the
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now it's Jackson. On target over the middle to Hill. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 28 yards. And the Ravens will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down 24-14. 2:23 to play. The 2-minute warning, that's going to be their only chance to stop the clock, so they'll need to move quickly here on first down. Now here's Mahomes. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. St. Brown on the catch. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? You give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
At the 47-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Mahomes. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Intended for Jameer.
They've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Mahomes will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36.
Pardon me, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mahomes. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
First down. First and goal at the 9.
Here we go. First and goal. Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Everyone looks settled in for some football here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got an entertaining one in store for you. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And away we go on Sunday Night Primetime. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Jackson. The left side caught by Andrews. And this one does not go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. Lamar now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Purdy. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Ravens get him. Down he goes. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. New set of downs for them from the 31. One drawn up here for Lamar. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Up down by Fred Warner.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has some daylight through the 40. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
9 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, Jackson. 49ers closing in, and down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. You're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Nakua here. He's got it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
First down. Here's Lamar. This one's to Andrews outright. And he's going to be out of bounds after, looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. And again, it's Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Henry. And he barrels across with a touchdown. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Isaac Gorindo to return. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Purdy. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now it's Purdy. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun is Purdy. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down around the 34. Even 5 on the play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Purdy to throw it. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he'll maybe get 2 out of that, so that play brings us to the 2-minute warning.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's his running back. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Okay, running backs might not be the most accomplished route runners, certainly compared to the receivers. But when it comes to body control, strength, making a catch through contact, this guy just showed out.
1st down, Purdy to throw. That's going to get caught by his back. McCaffrey. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Into the hands of Kittle. There's some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Slot man's in motion right. To the air again. Purdy. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, you hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate, and get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Well, let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt that much more difficult.
3rd and goal, Purdy. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. A very short kick here from the right hash. Pinheiro's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And leading just 7-3. Might be better to take a knee and take the lead into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Looking to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Gorindo to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And this is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Pass it down close. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
McCaffrey will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead right away in half number 2. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers push their lead to 3. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown. And heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Play action now with Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. A draw now. This is Henry. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, McCaffrey. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down by the 4-time All-Pro Cameron Hayward.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has some daylight through the 40. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 from the 43. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. They'll cobble together a yard there. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle. That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Baltimore running its offense out now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Finds him on the crossing run. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. From the pistol, Henry. A lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Completed to his running back. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
18 on the play. And the Raven first down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
17 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
Blitz coming, Lamar. That pass pulled in by Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens have taken the lead late. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. The window to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the 49ers on offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Setting up to pass. That's Cox again. It's Kittle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Now to throw. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on fourth down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. All set to go now from the 35. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. That's a first down for the Ravens, partner. And that should all but do it here. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. This one left for Lamar. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us. Indeed, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Seriously? Not even a play? Seriously, not even a play? What the world is that? What are you doing? No way, I can't believe this. How does this even happen? It's like watching paint
you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? Now let's go.
Come on!